All right, so I am going to show you one of the easiest ways to create calligraphy. And I showed you in my last video that calligraphy is really appealing because of the thin and thick lines you get with the different calligraphy tools. But the nice thing is that you don't have to have all the fancy calligraphy tools to make calligraphy. So I'm just gonna be showing you a few things that you probably have around your house tonight. Fine tip Sharpie, regular, just a metallic Sharpie because it's fun color, regular old pencil that I use this one for everything, and then a ballpoint pen. So I'm gonna show you some ways that you can just use anything that you have to create some fun calligraphy. Now, I showed you that cursive is not the same as calligraphy. So you might have noticed when I was doing my cursive, my pen just floated along the page non-stop without lifting it. And when I'm doing calligraphy, it is made up of a lot of different strokes. So if you haven't gotten into that portion of learning calligraphy yet, that's totally fine. This is actually something you could technically add to your own cursive and make it a little fancier. So what we are going to learn tonight is called Fauxligraphy. So this is just kind of a quick modern type script that I am using my Sharpie fine point pen for, so it's nice and black so that you guys can see it well. Now, all of these tools that I am using in this video would be considered monoline, meaning the nibs or the points create one solid line the same thickness, whereas calligraphy tools are flexible. This is a calligraphy brush pen. They are flexible, so you get thick and thin lines. And then likewise with a traditional pen, the nib actually flexes so that you get thick and thin. So everything here tonight would be considered monoline calligraphy. And again, this is just a really quick, almost cursive script because I'm just flowing along. But I love to teach this, like I said, because one, you can use any supplies around your house. It's something that you can add to your own handwriting already. And then a lot of the projects that I want to share here on my video will use monoline lettering or fauxligraphy. So I actually teach a class that is just monoline calligraphy, and then in the end, we will create a project. All right, so I am going to write the word fauxligraphy again. And this would be what I would kind of call the skeleton of my word. Okay, so we've got our skeleton or our base script. Okay, and then we are going to go back over this exact word, and when our hand naturally comes down, which is the downstroke, we are going to add some weight to the word. So when I'm teaching this, I actually have my students start at the word and physically or vocally say out loud, you know, I'm tracing it up, 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 up. Okay, here's where my hand comes down. Gonna add a line, and that's gonna be to the inside of my letter. Up, my line goes up, whoops. And then let's see, I come over here, up, up, there, it's down again, up, up, up. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Here it comes down. Now, you might have noticed that I added a little weight on both sides of that stroke, only because I noticed I made it a little bit wider. So to my eye, that was kind of a way to balance it out. But typically you're gonna stay on the inside so that you don't compromise the structure of your letters. And I noticed again that that was a little bit spaced, so I added that to the outside. Okay, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. That's where my hand would move up. That's where my hand would move down. That's where my hand goes up. That's where my hand goes down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So number 2, you're going to add weight to the downstrokes. And then obviously you could leave it open like that if you liked that look. Sometimes if you're doing a project, you might leave that empty space. But then you're gonna go back and fill that in. And this is going to create that appealing thick and thin look of calligraphy, which is where the word fauxligraphy comes from, because faux, if you didn't already know, means fake. So fake calligraphy, but still can be just as beautiful and make some really nice things. So fauxligraphy, start with your skeleton, add weight to the downstrokes, and then fill it in. I'm just gonna show you a few other things that you can do. Here's just a regular old mechanical pencil. This one floats around my house all the time. There is just the base word pencil, and I am actually gonna write it twice just so you can compare the difference. So again, this would be monoline. This one's gonna be fauxligraphy, or you may hear it referred to as, whoops, shaded. So we're gonna add shading or weight to our downstrokes. Now you can fill this in as you go. For example, as you're writing the letter, I could have filled in the P and then the E. Personally, I like to write the entire word first and then go back and fill it in case, like up here, I had a little bit too wide of spacing. I could add the shading on a certain side to help balance it out. So here is some shading with the pencil that just makes it look really nice. All right, and then I am going to come up here and I'm just gonna write cursive so that you can kind of see how it would apply to your cursive. My cursive is a little bit more sloppy, not as consistent as calligraphy strokes, but you can see how even if you didn't know much about calligraphy, you could still add some weight to your own handwriting and create some really nice, appealing letters. And this is one of the markers I include in my monoline course, is just the metallic Sharpie, because it's really fun for any type of paper and also black paper. So I'm going to show you one more tool. It's just a Uniball Signo, really popular in the lettering community and calligraphy, but probably you would have a gel pen hanging around your house. So these are really nice on black. You can also get them in metallic colors. And I'm just gonna do like a quick little envelope. Okay, and just like that. So if you have any of these tools or just want to try adding some weight to your regular handwriting, we've got, again, just Uniball Signo, regular old pencil, Sharpie, fine point Sharpie, and this metallic, just regular Sharpie that you can add the weight to on your natural downstrokes to create that appealing look.